under this blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's have it right. Minerals FC. Love it.
Hey, Johnny's got fucking minerals, mate.
So have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in. I don't know what's happened now, but I tell you what, those brown envelopes are trying to take us down. Let's have it right. Everyone is trying to take the Minerals FC down. So apologies, guys, but don't worry. I'm back and they're back in the woods. Let's have it right. Hope everyone is doing well. As usual, guys, big up to every single one of you. I want you first and foremost, guys, smash to pieces that like button. If you haven't smashed that like button, you hit it right now. Smash it. Smash that like button. If you ain't subscribed as well, subscribe to Minerals FC. We're on the road to 10K. Let's go. Let's go. And also, we got the Minerals FC membership, which is pinned at the top of the live chat and down below in the description. And please don't forget, do not forget to hit that notification bell. Ding dong. Let's have it right. Land your minerals, guys. Big up to every single one of you. I don't know what you saw. Did you see the intro? Was the intro ruined? I hope it wasn't. I hope it wasn't, because that intro is now a special part of this channel. And apologies to anyone new in here if you didn't get to see it, guys. If you didn't get to see it. But if it was cut off, let me know in the chat if it was cut off. But you know, it is what it is, guys. Like I always say, they'll try and take us down. They'll try and take us down. But like all of them, and we're going to bring up this one in particular, like all of them, they're all in the woods. Yeah, every single one of them. So, all you guys on Minerals FC, every single one of you, I want you to smash that like button. Hit it right now. We've already got 150 people live and locked in. We ain't even started yet. It's going up, 165. We're going to go up and up and up. I want you all to hit the like button right now. We're going to have a cracking show tonight. Apologies, guys, for not doing one yesterday. But obviously, you know, it seems to me that the heat keeps moving away from a certain person. Yeah, let's have it right. But before we dive into all the landing of the minerals, obviously, before we get into it, I want to just run through you guys in the comments. I want to see who is live and locked in. And if you're not in the chat, guys, get in the chat. Let me know you're here. And obviously, the Minerals FC army is here. So everyone land your minerals in the comments. Big up to Johnny in here, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. We got Mixed the Minerals Medina. Wads is in here as well. We got Eldo in here. Who else we got? Uo, he's in here. Dino, my geezer, AP, Chelsea Dan. Big up to Chelsea Dan, my member as well. Big up to him. Go and subscribe to Chelsea Dan's YouTube channel. Obviously, one of the proper Chelsea on my channel, Chelsea Old Boys, was live on that show last night, and it was a cracker and a lot of minerals landed. I ain't gonna lie, yeah. So guys, go and check it out. Go and support his channel. He's trying to grow it, and obviously, it's all about spreading love to fellow Chelsea supporters and all the proper Chelsea out there. Come on. Big up to Leo as well, my geezer, Nick. We got Jamar, Gabriel, my geezer, as always, Chelsea Old Boys. Big up to you, geezer. You know the deal. Smash the like, subscribe, even a membership to the best platform and voice of our Chelsea. And as always, it's just standard. We have to remind everyone, and it's very important that I remind not just you guys in the chat. You all know. Everyone knows. All you viewers know. Everyone part of Chelsea Football Club knows. But we should never forget and never accept anything less than what we actually are. And this is a big message to Bowley, Egbali, Paul Winstanley, Joe Shields, Christopher Vell, Wise, Clear Lake Capital, the entire ownership of Chelsea Football Club, that we see things they'll never see. And we are the most elite club in London. We are Chelsea Football Club. And I don't want anyone to accept anything less than what we have delivered at this football club. And before, let me run through you guys very quickly. And then I want to land something in particular before we get started in the show. Yeah. Big up to Mitchy Boy as well. Mitchy Boy's got his channel as well, guys. Go and subscribe to him. Help him grow as well. We got Chelsea Boy 1234 in here. Who else is in here? Mate, Patrick's in here. Big up to Patrick Bateman, my geezer. Tim's in here. RJM, Chelsea Redskin, my member. Big up to you, geezer. Big up, Johnny. Ready for my daily feast of minerals up the Chelsea, geezer. Big up to my geezer, Stretters in here. Big up, Johnny boy. Let's have it right. Another away, another home fixture for Stretters for United. In fact, they've had home fixtures the whole way through, so he's a bit of in a pickle now. He's a bit in a pickle now. Big up to Stretters. Big up to Alex as well. Big up to Anna, always in here, landing the minerals as usual. Charlie, CFC, Bill Boy, Aaron, my member as well, Aaron Smith. Big up to Aaron Smith. Go and follow him on Twitter. Illustrations, Chelsea Illustrations is his account. Fantastic illustrator. And big up to you, geezer. Appreciate your message. That Aaron looks forward to at the end of the day, with things going on outside in life, to just relieve himself and watch the Minerals FC. And big up to every single one of you out there that has issues outside of Chelsea, outside of football, in life in general. This is what the channel's about. It's something to take us away, escape from all the outside influence of whatever's going on, any tough times you're going through, any good times you're going through. It's just something to enjoy. And obviously, I'm here to offload for me personally about the club I love and the club we all love, and where we want it to be, where it deserves to be. You know what I'm saying? Up the Chelsea, up Minerals FC. Let's go. Hit that like button as well, guys, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Big up to Enrique in here as well. We got Daniel, Alan Hilson's in there as well. Shout out to everyone, mate. Everyone. Carl, JC. Let me just run through. Bartek, my geezer. Big up to Bartek. He knows the deal. And we got Juan in here as well. Lovely to see you. Blue Line Orbital, my member. Big up to you, geezer. Big up to you. And let's have it right. Blue Line Orbital lands the minerals everywhere he goes. And this is what he's created. Credit to Blue Line Orbital. The minerals landed there. Everyone in the mud. Everyone in the woods. Let's have it right. Up the Chels. Who else we got? Quino's in here as well. Everyone's in here. Dino, Top Bins, my geezer. Big up to Top Bins. Big up to Bobby Fairview. Massive support of the channel. And thank you so much for becoming a Minerals FC member. Guys, you know Bobby always land the minerals in the chat. Welcome him to the membership and to the Minerals FC membership family. Up the Chels. And big up and massive respect to you, my geezer, supporting this channel as everyone else is doing. Love to Bobby. Who else we got in here? We got Devon in here. Lovely to see you. Tommy, the CFC fan. Carefree Kev, my geezer. Femi. Everyone's in here, mate. Lee Taylor. Dominic, my member. Big up to you. Mate. Zied's in here. Sizzler. Big up to Sizzler. Big up to Lee Rose. Ian Saunders. Who else? Come on. Land your minerals in here. I want to see who's in here. Leo Mac 1. Let's land it, he says. We're going to go through. All right, I'm trying to get near the end of the chat. Big up to JP the dog. Jed Price. Everyone. Listen, who gets a proper shout out on the show, man? Continuously, mate. I'm going through the chat. I know I'm not the best with the chat because I'm on my own and I just land it. But, guys, big up to every one of you in here. Colin's in here as well. Who else we got? Carl Crooks as well. Big up to you. But we're going to start off very quickly. This is what I want to start off with. All right. It's a year to this date that are the greatest owner in football history had his club stolen from him, robbed of him, illegally, as crooked as you like. And he loved Chelsea. He's proper Chelsea. He will always be the Don. No one will ever be able to be up there with Roman Abramovich. Let's have it right. And I just want to give a little tribute from myself and from the Minerals FC family to Don Roman Abramovich. This is Roman here in the shed with the supporters. You can see his security with him. This is what it is with Roman. He loved this club. It was everything to him. It was arguably, you could say, it was his toy, and all that. But it wasn't about money for Roman. He was a man of football. He loved football, guys. Let's not underestimate the amount of love of football in the game that Roman had, and the fact that the amount he invested in this football club, where he has brought our football club. He's won the lot, Roman. Roman has won the lot. He's won everything for Chelsea Football Club. An absolute elite owner. And it breaks my heart every time that I'm reminded that he's not our owner anymore. And now we're left with... what are we left with now? I mean, so far, it's pretty obvious what we're left with. Do I have to be that literal with it? But, it's just like everyone thought we were finished. Everyone was like, oh, now Roman's not there. You're done. You're finished. You're in the mud. You're in the woods, blah, blah, blah. And then we get these new ownership, this consortium who's got all the money to spend, But this is the problem. They don't know how to fucking spend it. They don't know how to spend it. They don't know what they're doing. And Roman straight away got the right people in charge. But the one thing with Roman, all right, the one thing with Roman Abramovich is the elite mentality he brought to our football club. He bought Chelsea Football Club, and his main ambition was to make Chelsea the biggest club in London. That was his motivation, to make Chelsea the biggest club in Europe, to win the Champions Leagues, to win all the European trophies, to win the Premier League titles, to bring the best of the best at our football club and nothing less. All right. He had a few flaws, don't get me wrong. I think the last 2 years of his ownership, maybe 3, he didn't spend well. He should have delved into it. He should have kept us going and kept the trajectory of us, in terms of the Premier League. But apart from that, I come to the assumption that Roman Abramovich was already aware this was coming. He's elite. He's an elitist. Come on. You're telling me he's not going to know what's happening? I think he knew before the Club World Cup. You could tell by his expressions when he was in the ground. When you see the few clips, you can tell he knows what's coming. He knows his club's going to be robbed of him. But maybe there's that narrative to feed into it. So it's not all that, he didn't want to invest or he didn't want to go and get Haaland. I think he wanted to go and get Haaland and make the right signings, or Declan Rice. But knowing that the club's going to be stripped of you, I don't know, maybe it just wasn't the right thing for Roman at that time. But irrespective, mate, this gaffer, this is a gaffer, this is an owner. All right. Everyone was jealous of Chelsea Football Club with Roman Abramovich, the most elite owner, the best owner you could ever wish for. And love from myself and from everyone, I'm sure, at Minerals FC. Put your hearts in the chat. Apparently Roman started the war in Ukraine. Apparently Roman was one of the pivotal figures in that. Jog on. Yeah, let's have it right. Everyone, we love him. We miss him, and no way would our Chelsea be in this state it's in with Roman Abramovich in charge. So Egbali, hello, sort it out, because you'll never be a Roman Abramovich. You'll never be a Roman Abramovich. Never. Yeah, go and win some trophies, yeah, but you ain't going to do what Roman did. No chance. So big up to Roman Abramovich. And because of Roman, we see things they'll never see. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Smash to pieces the like button. And if you ain't subscribed, guys. We're going to have a great show tonight. So before I get into it, I'm going to land it. Big up to RIP FIFA, my geezer. Lovely to see you in here. How's it, mate? How are you doing? Potter's still here. Has to be on Bowley. Not even mad at Potter anymore. He's trying, but won't work. And why would he not take the 60 million? Let's have it right. Big up to you, geezer. All right. Let's talk about that. Yeah, because right now, Bowley is the only one vouching for this guy. Maybe Egbali as well. I think Egbali's got a bit more of a quite a big say behind the scenes. But my question is this. You've taken on Joe Shields, you've taken on Christopher Vivell, and you've taken on Paul Winstanley. Yeah. All right. Now, you're meant to go by their advice. You're meant to ask the question, what do you think? Where do we go from here? What's the next move? It's not working. Do I pull the plug now? Where is that energy? Where is that advice? Where is it? Now, before we get going, I want to read something here. All right. And I'm going to shout out the guy. I'm going to shout him out. He's a supporter of the channel. And it's Bry Guy. And I only read it before I came on stream, hence why I was a little bit late. But I'm going to read you something here. All right. And when I talk about minerals landing, these minerals here I'm going to read you now are elite. All right. And he knows the deal and he's on it. So, guys, I'm going to read this out. Pay very close attention to what I'm going to say and what Bright Guy's landed here, because he's not wrong. He says, 80 minutes in, Johnny mentions the obvious, which is the owners are influencing on field decisions on Potter. I would go even further and say I think they're also influencing their own board of directors. Shields, Winstanley, Vivell, and Stewart, Joe Shields, yes. Are these guys allowed to sack Potter? That's the question he asks. Are they allowed to sack Potter? Is Winstanley running cover for Potter thanks to their previous relationship at Brighton? Can anyone overrule each other? Can any of them sack Potter without Bowley's approval? Let's have it right. Can any of them hire a new manager without Bowley's approval? If they need Bowley's input or permission, and I'd go Egbali as well there, for anything, then the entire board are yes men, as they do not have the independence to freely do their job to the best of their abilities. Yeah, it's also a great way to mask responsibility. Average span of a baseball manager is nearly 5 years. Football is about 18 months. Baseball is a very individual orientated sport where young players can fit in quickly and seamlessly in many cases. The new ownership is indeed using a lot of familiar baseball ideologies and applying them to Chelsea. Not only is that naive, it also bypasses their own appointed board of directors as they don't know anything about baseball. So it isn't them applying these philosophies. It must be the American ownership. There was no need to destroy a competitive club, but they did. I don't see how non-established, high potential and expensive kids playing against established men, is going to be successful in football. Now, that is minerals landed 119%. And this is why we are where we are. This is why Graham Potter hasn't been sacked. Is because it's no one below Bowley and Egbali have a say. You've got the suits and boots, don't get me wrong, but they're very in the background, and I think they're on their backs at the minute. But the ultimate decision lays with Bowley and Egbali. So what is the point in having Shields, Stewart, Winstanley, Vivell, if you're not going to use them? They're just there. They're put there. I have mentioned they're yes men, and Bright Guy is saying this. They're all yes men. They are. Because you wouldn't have Graham Potter in the job now. He'd be sacked. 2 wins in 17. That's relegation form. That's worse than relegation form. Southampton sacked their manager 4 wins in 13. We won 2 games in 13, and Potter's still in the job. Let's have it right. So you have to look at the context here. You have to understand there's something going behind the scenes, and there is influence from upstairs on the pitch. And I think Graham Potter is struggling. I almost feel like Graham Potter's like waiting for the sack. He knows it's done. Yeah. The players don't play for him, clearly. They're not buying into him. I think the players sense this is going on. And I think this is a repercussion of our performance. This is what we're seeing translated on the pitch. And I've said it countless times, guys. Oh, I love landing the minerals. Big up to Bry Guy. You're not wrong, my geezer. Everyone smashed a like for Bry Guy's comments there. Fantastic comments. These are the comments that are golden. They're golden because it shows that you guys are understanding what is happening at our football club. You see, Roman would have the ultimate say, but he would have the advisors around him, football advisors, that he would listen to because he understands football, he understands the game, all right? But he's a ruthless owner. He wants to win. He's demanding, and absolutely fucking right he is, because that's how you win the trophies. That's how we won as over the last 22 years, even before Roman were winning trophies. You know, so we have to understand that. Right now, we don't have that mentality. Right now, they are literally holding on to dear life. They're holding on one hair on a nutsack, where really that hair is going to just fall out eventually, and you've got to sack him. Yeah, you've got to sack him. You know, this is my problem, and this is my issue. Is that the baseball model is correct what he's saying. It's a quick transition. These players are just meant to slot in because they're traded. They're traded through seasons as well. They're traded through seasons. And what do they go by in baseball? Everyone's seen Moneyball. It's all data. It's all data influence. And that is what Bowley's instilling at Chelsea. And it doesn't work like that in football. And this is why I'm saying to everyone and stressing to every single one of you in here is that the whole point of standing up as Chelsea supporters against the sacking of Potter, because he is a yes man, all right, but it's also to stand up against the model. And this model, no elite manager will buy into this model. No elite manager will come to Chelsea Football Club. That's why you're hearing nonsense like De Zerbi from Brighton and what's his name, Thomas Frank. And then they're also flying about Luis Enrique, Zinedine Zidane, Jose Mourinho, all these names, right? But the reality is something is happening. Something is happening. And I think they don't want the protests. I don't think they want us to turn on them, but it's getting very, very close. That's my warning to the ownership. It's getting very, very close to us retaliating and letting you know, let's have it right. We ain't accepting what you're giving us right now because it's garbage. It's a joke. It's a mockery. Fucking rival fans are laughing at us. Everyone wants to play us. Everyone wants to play Chelsea. Everyone wants Graham Potter in the job. Give him time. Give him time. Pep Guardiola, give Graham Potter time. Yeah, you didn't say that about Tuchel. You ain't going to say that about another elite manager because you know the deal. You know what time it is. Let's have it right. Yeah? I'm done with being laughed at. All right? It's an absolute disgrace that we've had to wait this fucking long and he's still got a job at Leeds and he's still been given 2 games. What nonsense is this? This is Joker stuff. This is a mockery to us and to our football club. The whole DNA of our football club's been stripped out by these fucking owners, yeah? Let's have it right. And I'm going to try and not get angry and upset because I want to just land it. But at the end of the day, I do get wound up. I do get upset because every true supporter out there, all right, especially match goers that see different things in the games, you know, it's different. You see the game in a different way, yeah? You can understand how our DNA, how our winning mentality, our fighting mentality, the elite club that we are has just been fucking ripped apart, cut out, gutted like a fish. And then what they've gone and done is copied the Brighton model, bought everything from Brighton and put it into an elite shell. And it doesn't work like that. We don't need to go down to Brighton level. We're already way ahead of the game. We're way ahead of all the clubs up there, mate. Yeah? No one's done what Chelsea's done. We've won over 22 trophies, mate. Yeah? 27 trophies we've won. Fucking in the last, 22 years, whatever it is. You know, that is what you call elite mentality, elite club, winning mentality, fight. That is what Chelsea Football Club is. And right now, this ownership has taken that from us. Literally, they didn't have to go there. It wasn't necessary to instill this model. Steady the ship. Build with Thomas Tuchel, an elite gaffer who understands the club. He's an ambassador and a face of the club for us supporters. He protects us supporters. He protects the players. He knows how to deal with the media. The gaffer was getting asked questions about World War and he landed it on him. He says, listen, you've got to stop asking me this stuff. I'm here. I'm a football coach. I live a privileged life. I've never experienced war. Let's have it right. Thomas Tuchel was a gaffer, elite. You took him from us, and I'm not going to stop going on about it because what you took from us is something that's so hard to find. It's something so hard, something we've been searching since Jose Mourinho. Something we had with Frank Lampard that got taken, but Lamps didn't have that elite experience. Yeah. Now we finally got someone we can relate to, we can love, we can back with all our heart and soul and feel like it doesn't matter who we're playing. We're going to go and support the Chelsea and we're going to fight and we know we're going to fight and we're going to be a team that no one wants to play against. Now everyone wants to play against us. It's wishy-washy, flip-flopping fucking joke, mate. You know, we're made out of sandcastle, man. Roman built us solid, mate. Solid. All right. And now we're just blow on us and we're down. It's not Chelsea. This is not Chelsea. All right. And these ownership, we have to fight against this model. This is the message I am pushing out. When you talk about narratives, it goes deeper than just sacking a Graham Potter and bringing in another manager. It's much more than that, what I am saying. Yeah. And Bry Guy gets it. He gets it. Everything I read out there, he's absolutely spot on, nailed it. Facts galore, minerals landed. And that is the message. I couldn't wait to read that on the channel, because now it's clipped, it's recorded, and we can land it, and everyone can go back and listen to it again and again and again and drink in the minerals. And we're going to drink in the minerals. Big up to RIP FIFA, my geezer. Love to you. Big up to you as well. Another one, he's become a member of the Minerals FC family. RIP FIFA. Love and respect to you, my geezer, and appreciate all of your support to the channel. And we've also got Alan Hilson in here, become a member. Guys, this is fantastic. Big up to every single one of you supporting the channel, becoming a member of the Minerals FC. Alan Hilson, everyone welcome. RIP FIFA, Alan Hilson to the membership. Everyone knows Bobby Fairview, but guys, let's welcome them in the chat, being part of the Minerals FC membership. Love to you, geezer. So much respect and appreciation out to you and to all my members, all my viewers, everyone that's liking, subscribing, and part of this channel. Respect to every single one of you. RP says, sad to see we got lied to about Tuchel sacking. Clearly wasn't footballing ability or a UCL run. It was because he didn't want to be an owner's pet. Minerals landed. He didn't want to be a yes man. And this is my fear. All right. If they're going for a Thomas Frank or a De Zerbi, that means they want a yes man again. And stay the fuck away from Brighton. We're hearing they're going to take Brighton's tea lady and chef and all this nonsense. Well, what's going on? Their catering staff and this and that. What's going on, guys? What is going on? They want to turn us to, we are Brighton FC right now. It's a joke. It's got to stop, whether it's a rumour or not. I don't want to see that shit flying around on the timeline. It's an embarrassment to our football club. What is this? What is this? It's just like Bowling and Egg Barley, man. You're forcing me to call you clowns. I don't want to call my owners clowns. But you're acting like clowns. I could give a toss how much money you got, who you know, all this jazz. I don't care. The way you are running us right now is a mockery and it's an insult and everyone's laughing at us. Stop allowing people to laugh at us. So, my point is this, right? We have to understand that this model is baseball and they're trying to translate it with a mixture of data, which football clubs do use data, don't get me wrong, but it's eye test and data. It goes hand in hand. These guys are fully data driven. So the data is baseball and they think they can go and pick all. Listen, I've been told firsthand from a brown envelope. Yeah. I've been told firsthand. A journo's told me, yeah, and I know this. I can see it anyway. It's clear as day. They want to take young players from different continents, and they're going by data. They're going by potential, trajectory, blah, blah, blah. They don't foresee injuries. They don't foresee the chemistry right in the team. They don't foresee that we need a fucking DM. We need a goalkeeper. We need a striker. We need a spine in our team so that these players can develop. They don't see any of these things. All these things tell me red flag. You don't know what you're doing. All right. And which brings me to this, right? Brings me to this. They want to instill this model. This model needs a yes man because any elite manager, José, Enrique, Flick, Zidane, Tuchel, they know this isn't going to work. They know it's a long project and it's not about winning now. Well, elite gaffers, I'll tell you something about elite gaffers. And something like someone called an elite owner called Roman Abramovich is they want to win now. It's about eating now. Yeah? Eating good, feasting and winning and being the best of the best now. Yeah? And you can still have your little project going on. All right, but it's about now. These lot don't care about that. They're not winning driven. They're not ambitious like that. All right, they're not ambitious like that. I can see it. I'm very concerned. All right, and you're not going to get people talking like this to you. You won't get any other platforms landing this. All right, so we're gonna say it how it is. Yeah, We're going to say it how it is. So what are we getting right now? I want to give an example about who is pulling the strings behind the scenes, who is advising, who's making the decisions. And I'm going to back my point right now. Now, it's brown envelope talk, obviously, but the talk today was about Gvardiol and how we are willing to go out and spend 90 million plus on Gvardiol when we've just got Badashila, we've got a Cucurella who can play left-sided centre back, left back. We've got Chilwell who can play left back. We've also got Koulibaly. We've also got Colwill that we can bring back. And yet we're going to go and spend the 90 plus on Gvardiol. All right. Now, granted, he's a great player. We're going to maybe think about Thiago Silva. Maybe there's rumours of Chile or Cucurella being sold, and that's the thought process. But where are you going? Where is the DM? Why am I not hearing anything on a DM? And it's not even just one we need two. And then you go and sell Jorginho, who's not like a traditional DM, but he's our only sitter, all right? He's our only number 6, okay, of a high level in the squad we got. Don't bring up Zakari and all this, yeah, and playing Enzo there, because that's not their position, all right? And Kante's a destroyer. Kante's box-to-box destroyer. Go and giving the ball back 90 minutes, all right? But when you talk about a sitter, you've gone and sold Jorginho, who's our vice-captain, leadership in the dressing room, leadership in the squad, and we've just fucking gone and sold him for tuppence. Not only is it disgusting that we've sold him for stupid money, so what if you went for free? Who cares? It's the fact that you sold him to Arsenal as well, so you've got no idea about fucking a rivalry and understanding they're in a title race and you're going to go and strengthen them to go and win a title. Fuck that. You should have kept Georgie. I don't think Georgie wanted to leave. I think Georgie wanted to stay and go to Italy. Anyway, he's gone. My point is this. We need one world-class DM and we need a backup DM. All right? Standard. All right? Then you've got your Enzo Fernandez. You've potentially got a Kova and you've got Kante and then you've got Mason Mount in there. Then you've got the flexibility to rotate that midfield. All of a sudden, you have a core in that centre of the pitch, in the middle of the park, of a balanced midfield, and a balanced midfield that allows you to be tactically flexible. You can change your formations, you can rotate, and you can go and challenge for the big trophies. Look at track record, for example, Real Madrid. Look at the mixture in their midfield: Casemiro, DM, Modric, Kroos. World class. Yeah, you look at us: Essien, Ballack, Lamps. We've had Mikel, Lampard, Essien. A mixture. Right now, we've only got Enzo Fernandez of a top quality. All right, but who is advising them to sell Georgie? Not to bring in a DM. Not to even bring in a DM when Tuchel was in charge, because Tuchel wanted a DM. All right. He was crying out for a DM. He wanted fucking, Casemiro. He wanted Declan Rice. Did he get either of them? None of them. Let's have it right. All right. So where are you going, Graham Potter, playing a back 4? I mean, I'm no coach. I ain't got badges, but I can tell you for a fact, yeah, if you don't have a sitting DM, all right, you cannot play a back 4. You have to play the back 3 wing-back system. And not only by playing the back 3 wing-back system, you benefit Reece James and Chilwell, who we can utilise in attacking positions. You become more compact. You benefit Thiago Silva, who's our best central defender, world-class. And then you can play your double 6, all right, have a rotating double 6s, yeah, and then you play your front 3 who can actually dig in midfield, like a Mason Mount dug in midfield, playing in the front 3, a Kai Havertz moving about in a false 9, and you become tactically flexible. That was the way Tuchel assessed it, because he assessed the squad before he landed his helicopter in Cobham, before the Wolves game the night before, and he knew straight away what system he was going to play, because he looked at the profile players, he looked at their stats, he looked at their performances, he analysed it before he landed in Cobham, yeah? Let's have it right, because he's an elite gaffer, and he knew what to do and how to get the best out of the team, and he's a problem-solving manager. He's a problem-solving manager, all right? Graham Potter is not elite. He's not won anything. He's just got a blueprint. He's worked hard to get where he is at that level. He can take lesser players, develop them because he's got the fucking time. Let's have it right. And they're just happy to be in the Premier League, Brighton. Well, Graham Potter's just happy to be at Chelsea. That's life. Let's have it right. So what I'm saying to you is, where is Vivell? Where is Shields? Where is Paul Winstanley in advising the owners to go out and buy a defensive midfielder, which is key to us getting through this season? And who the fucking hell advised to sell Jorginho and not to replace him? That is a red flag. That is, I don't understand football. That is, I don't give a fuck. I've got my plan and I'm going to go with it. And that's like, fuck you, Potter, you deal with it, right? Big problem, guys. That's a big, big problem. And the fact that we haven't addressed it is alarming. It's absolutely alarming, guys. I'm gonna roll, man. Literally, I'm just. Oh, mate. Big up to everyone in here. There's over 300 of you in here. Land your minerals. Hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, guys. We're on the road to 6K. Big up to Citrus the King, Chelsea and Hove Albion when we get relegated. Sad. Listen, fuck me. Do you know what? I looked at the fixtures that we've got, all right, starting with Leeds. And I honestly, the way we are playing, I can't see us getting points. All right. We can't even buy a goal. We can't even score a goal. So where are we going? We're gonna hit the 40-point mark. The fact that I'm talking about us hitting the 40-point mark is just a fucking disgrace in itself. It's embarrassing, and I feel sick saying it. All right, because it didn't need to be this fucking bad. It didn't need to be this way, and they put it on us like this. They are responsible. The ownership's responsible. Yeah, and all your journos in your pocket. Yeah, let's have it right. All of those lot. All right, I don't buy any of their stuff, and we're gonna land it on them. We're gonna mud them, put them in the woods, every single one of them. Let's have it right. Big up to Citrus the King. It is sad, and we need to change it as football supporters of Chelsea. What do you think to Chelsea announcing a fan advisory board, and will you be joining it? I did see that. Do you think, honestly, guys? Let's be real. Let's be real. Do you think if Johnny Minerals applies for that, they're gonna accept me on that board? Well. No chance. I will. If you want me to do it, let me know in the chat, and I'll have a butcher's at it. But I can't see it. I can't see them having someone of my nature to be on the board. What do I think of it? Is it really going to have any influence? I think it's just a marketing ploy. I think it's a PR stunt to make the supporters believe that we are being taken seriously and our opinions matter, etc., etc. But in reality, what it will be in essence is a mask for the owners, all right, when it comes to shit hitting the fan, that they can use this whole model that they've implemented in the fan advisory board to use to their advantage. I mean, these guys are sharks. The way they're running this football club, I wouldn't put it past them, guys. I wouldn't put it past them. Big up to you, Dominic, my member as well. Lovely to see you in here as always. So we haven't addressed the spine. We're looking at Gvardiol, which leads me on to this. Have you not noticed a pattern over the last 2 days of anything but Potter? We've had Mason Mount contract news. We've had Kante, Kovacic news. We're now having Gvardiol news. And now we're having stadium rebuild. We're having a fan advisory board. 6 big talking points. Aren't they, fellas, ladies and gents? There's no coincidence with that. There's no coincidence with that. All right? We've also got manager news circulating around. All right? There is no coincidence. All right? It is their providence. They forced that upon us to take away the talk away from Graham Potter. Let's have it right. Let's land the minerals and say it how it is, because that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. Without question, that is what it is. All right. It's a distraction from Graham Potter because the fans are on edge. We are all on edge. We are fucking, listen, let's have it right. Yeah. Let's land it. You lost to Dortmund. Bad. All right. You have Southampton at home. You lose to Southampton at home, who are basically getting relegated. 1-0, didn't even score a goal. And you got what? Last night, what? Grimsby Town beating them 2-1. I mean, that alone, the owner's seen Grimsby Town beating Southampton should be a sackable offence instantly. They should fucking chop him right now just for that. That is an embarrassment in itself. They can't even beat Grimsby Town. They're beating Chelsea at home. Are you taking the piss? And then on top of that, he's still in the job, and you go and lose to what? Spurs, the team we beat every single year in, year out. They never even score a goal against us, and then they're putting 2 goals against us. Fucking hell. But let's land it on the spuds. Oh, well, better luck next time, you bottle job FC. You ain't got nothing on Chelsea FC. Let's have it right. And you ain't got a trophy. Another one for old spit-faced Kane. Nothing. No trophy in the cabinet. In fact, your trophy cabinet's all it's got is an amount of fucking dust. That's all it's got. Yeah, and Levy's sending the cleaners there to clean the dust. Pointless. No point. Let it mount up. Might look like some sort of trophy in there. All right. But the bottom line is Spurs are in the mud. They're absolutely in the mud, and we love it. They can't even banter us. No one can really banter us. They might enjoy it, but in reality, they all know we're the biggest club in London. We are the most elite club in London, so they can't say anything anyway. It's just that they want to rub it in because they're so salty, because they've been salty for God knows how long, over 20 odd years. Let's have it right. But the fact that we lost to Spurs should have been it. That should have been I'm done. Now we've seen Grimsby Town have gone and beaten Southampton. That's it. I mean, he shouldn't even be in the job now. He shouldn't even be preparing for Leeds. And what we're doing, we're cancelling training sessions again. I'm finding it so hard to not go fucking ape shit. And I'm trying to compose myself, because this is unacceptable. All right. And we are being made a mockery of. All right. This gaffer doesn't even fight for the supporters. He doesn't prepare games properly. There's no patterns of play. There's no model. There's no development. There's no fight. There's no nothing. All right. And that translates to the players. The players are not bought into it. I think the players are aware of the shit show behind the scenes. I think they're aware of the ownership and their project. And players are concerned about, well, what are we going to win at Chelsea? Where are we going to be competing at Chelsea? All right. So we have to talk about what gaffer is going to be in charge, guys. What gaffer are we going to have in charge? Now, the list at the moment, or what we've been touted, forget Thomas Frank and De Zerbi. It ain't happening. All right. The obsession with Brighton FC, fuck off. Get out of here, Bowleg Barley. Yeah. We'll literally go to a bridge every day and just fucking ransack and go mad. Yeah. And protest. Let's have it right. Don't even go there. Don't even think about going there. All right. That's a disgrace itself. Now, they're saying that he's got 2 games. He's got the Leeds game and he's got the Dortmund game. All right. Let's have it right. And I mean this. You lose against Leeds, you draw against Leeds, you should be out. If they give him Dortmund, we will go out of the Champions League as well. And then this is how the tune's going to play out. All right. And I don't want to say I told you so. The moment we get knocked out of Champions League, we've got nothing to play for. We're fighting relegation. We have to hit the 40-point mark. Yeah. And they will turn around, these ownership, and say, we may as well keep Graham Potter till the end of the season, give him a pre-season. All right. If that fucking happens, it's not going to be acceptable. That we are going to go, all hell will break loose. All hell will break loose. Let's have it right. We will not accept it. The supporters will not accept it. Yeah. All right. So I think if he loses against Leeds or draws against Leeds, that's where we hit. Now, he's gone a bit quiet, and they're pumping down the timeline. Mason Mount, Liverpool, Kante, new contract. Kovacic might be leaving. He had a cold. He didn't have a cold. It was all bollocks. I don't think Kova wants to be here. I'm not too concerned, but what I am concerned about is why. What does he know? what's going on behind the scenes for him to feel that way. It's clearly not good. It ain't gravy. You got talk of Guardiola, you got talk of stadium rebuild, fan advisory board, all this going on around the club. Yeah, they're pumping it down. They are adamant to give him 2 games. All right, however serious that is, I still think they are looking at another manager. They have to look at another manager. All right, and it has to be an elite gaffer. It has to be an elite gaffer. All right. Now, the names that are brought up are Luis Enrique, Jose Mourinho. They're the 2. All right. And then you're hearing Zinedine Zidane today. Recently, it came up Zinedine Zidane. So, when I assess these gaffers, you got one of them who's an alpha. He's just a fucking animal, a winner, a beast, a machine. Chelsea DNA, blue blood is Mourinho, is Jose the GOAT. Yeah. All right. Now, someone like that is not going to accept their terms. Whether you want him or don't want him, I'm just giving you an example that Jose Mourinho will not accept their project and their terms. So they will have to change their terms to bring in someone like Jose Mourinho. And if they do bring in Jose Mourinho and they do agree terms, I'm guaranteed Jose Mourinho will say, fuck you, let's have it right. I'm landing minerals. I'm picking my team. These are the players I want. If you don't like it, then sack me. But I'm a winner and I'm winning games. That's how it could play out. Whether you look at him as being dated, his style of football dated, what Jose's elite at is winning and getting through games, and he knows Chelsea inside out. But this is a different Chelsea right now. The only thing I have with Mourinho is how good is he bringing up youth talent? How good is he? Because these guys are buying youth players all over the gaff. All right, this is what they want to do. So Jose's, I think, for instant impact right now, if we were still in the Champions League, I would be swayed to go towards Jose Mourinho because I think he's just a born winner. I'd love him, yeah. But I think in the long-term project, how sustainable is that? And I think he'll probably end up falling out with the owners. It's inevitable, all right? But, I mean, I'd just love to see Jose come back and stick it to the owners. That's what I'd love to see because I know he would do that. We all know Jose, what animal he is. He's a beast. He's a minerals general. Yeah, all right. So that's Jose there, and he would leave straight away. Did anyone see what he did to the under-13s? He was shouting, he was booing to an under-13 Roma player taking a penalty. Do you know why he does that? He's telling them waste time, this and that. He's elite, man. He knows the game. He knows how to get in the psyche. He knows how to wind the opposition up, the opposing gaffers. He knows he's elite at that. Jose Mourinho. He's a legend. Yeah. Let's have it right. Irrespective, he's gone Spurs. He went Spurs as an agent. He didn't win nothing there. Big up to Jose, landed it. Yeah. But, he went to Man United. He won in Europa Cup, Europa League, and the Carabao Cup. Let's have it right. Yeah. That's the only 2 trophies they won since Ten Hag's come in. All right. And he had it with a dead team at United, a shocking team. And he got them second to Pep Guardiola's City. All right. Dated football or not, I mean, the guy's a winner. He's a winning machine, and I think as an instant impact, I would love to see it. Then you look at Zinedine Zidane. Zinedine Zidane is someone that wants to walk into a finished article club, like a finished article team or near enough. He wants ready-made players. Has he ever worked with youth? Is he going to like this project? Absolutely not. Is he going to look at the baseball model and go, fuck off? Yeah. Au revoir. Yeah, let's have it right. I can't see Zinedine Zidane for life for me. And how proven is he, in the sense of working with or working with a club in a position like Chelsea right now? We're an elite club, yes. We're the biggest club in London, yes. We're in London, yes. But look at our condition right now and look at the way that they are spending money and who they're spending the money on. And who they spent it with Graham Potter. Now, if they sack Graham Potter, all right, which is the inevitable, all right, it backs my point as a Minerals FC representative of this channel, yeah, that he was always a yes man, and that none of those signings are Graham Potter's signings. Let's have it right. I love landing the Minerals. Now, next gaffer, I don't think Zidane comes, so I'm not going to really entertain it. But he's a winner, and he's the only manager in history to win 3 Champions Leagues back to back. But he had an unbelievable generational team. Then you look at Luis Enrique. Now, Luis Enrique is a little bit of a balance in between. Luis Enrique's won the treble with Barcelona. He had Neymar, Suarez, Messi in his team, Busquets, Iniesta, Rakitic, Puyol. Was it Puyol? No, sorry. What's the other geezer's name? The Shakira merchant geezer. PK. That team, that era, and he won the treble. But he's come from a Johan Cruyff model. He learnt off Johan Cruyff. He loves tiki-taka football. He's come out of Barcelona. He's gone to 2 clubs. Was he at Roma? And he was at another Spanish club. And he didn't do too well, but he wasn't there for too long. And they weren't very good quality. And the Serie A leagues are dead leagues. So he's gone to these leagues. Hasn't done great outside of Barcelona. Probably not have the enough time or the budget and the way to implement his style of football with his players. Then he's got to Spain, which ideally could translate his philosophy to Spanish players because he's Spanish, obviously, and he's got the Spanish minerals, tiki-taka. So he didn't do great in the World Cup, but the World Cup's very unpredictable, guys. Hansi Flick didn't do very well in the World Cup, did he? Does that write him off as a bad manager, a bad option, just because he didn't do well when he won the sextuple with Bayern Munich in 6.5 months or whatever? He joined Bayern Munich mid-season. Let's have it right. So it's very difficult to compare international football to club football. Yeah. So I'm not going to take too much into that. But what I did see was beautiful style of football. He doesn't need to use a striker. He can use a false 9. He likes to play tiki-taka, possession football, high pressing, all the things I like to see. And he's got a DNA of Johan Cruyff in him. He's got a brain of Johan Cruyff. This is what I like. The other thing I like is that he was the one that decided in Spain to drop some experienced players and bring in Gavi and Pedri in the midfield. And he took a gamble on that. Maybe got done there a little bit. Maybe needed a little bit more experience. But the style of football we saw at the Euros, the style of football we saw in the World Cup, very, very attractive. If they had the right mixture and he had time to build, I think he'd be good. So for me, Luis Enrique is my choice out of everyone. And everyone will say, oh, yeah, but he doesn't have Premier League experience. Well, Tuchel didn't have Premier League experience. He done very well. He got us top 4 back to back. Let's have it right. He won us the Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup, got us into 3 domestic finals. Yeah. And he didn't spend a penny of his own or had a choice of his own players. He never had the chance to build his own team. So if you're looking at a project, all right, and you want to build for longevity for the future, and you need to get a balance of experience and youth. And that youth potential. Now, we've bought some very high potential youth players, but you are throwing them straight in. And you're not only throwing them straight in, but you're throwing them in with a mid-table manager. All right. You're not throwing them in with an elite gaffer who can motivate them, build their experience, build their knowledge, develop them, make them play like they're fucking in their prime. Yeah. And then Jose Mourinho, Luis Enrique, Zinedine Zidane, even to a Pochettino to the extent, who might be, the one thing with Pochettino is this: he will be more of a yes man than any other of those managers. All right, he's got yes man tax in him. All right, but at the same time, he's got a track record of Premier League experience, building up youth. He built a very good Southampton team. He had Manes and players like that. He got them in the Champions League final. Spurs never got a Champions League final. Got them Champions League final. Didn't win it, but Harry Kane ghosted. What would you blame him? And it was against the Dippers. And then he went to PSG and he's won the league on. He didn't do very well in the Champions League with them, but they never do well in the Champions League. Only time they've done well was to get to the final with Tuchel. Let's have it right. And it didn't happen. But it is what it is. My point is this, guys, is that I wouldn't go with Pochettino. I think he's a backup. He's a backup if you don't get your number one. But my number one would be, if you're talking in terms of now going out, having a go at Champions League, and you're talking about the future, the brand of football, developing players, then it's got to be Luis Enrique. Because for me, if Pep Guardiola left Man City, he would probably be the first manager they go for. More than likely, they'll go for him. So that's where I'm going with it. I want Luis Enrique. He's my number one target. And I think anyone who's skeptical on him, I think, no, man, you need to understand something here. I think it'd be a fantastic addition to our team. He's a winner. He's got charisma. He wears the stony as well. He's got the minerals. Let's have it right. But he's got a brand of football. He's got a brand of football, and that's what I want. Now, there's another option. Big up Chelsea old boys. There's another option here, which could be to have Thiago Silva as an interim, just from now to the end. Thiago Silva is a winner. He's a born leader. He's a motivator, and he knows how the game should be played. And I think the players respect Thiago Silva. They respect Thiago Silva more than Graham Potter. Let's have it right. So that's an option. That's an option. But for me personally, go and get Luis Enrique. What are the reports? The brown envelopes are coming out saying that Luis Enrique is holding off the Brazil job because I think Ancelotti will go for that one. And there's a lot of domino effect with gaffers at the minute. All right. And if Ancelotti goes to Brazil, that stops Luis Enrique. I think Tuchel goes to Real Madrid. All right. And then I think we go and get a Luis Enrique at our football club. Now, the rumours has it, he's got his demands. He's assessing Chelsea. He's looking closely at Chelsea. And I think he's doing what Tommy T was doing. These guys have conversations before it happens. Let's have it right, just like we did with Thomas Tuchel. They assess the team, the squad, and they look at what they can do. Does the project that they want to feed onto Enrique, does it suit him? Does he want to buy into that? Does he want to buy it? Or is he going to say, no, these are my demands, and right now I've got you by the short and curlies, because really, who else are you going to go for? And the supporters want someone of top quality. And I think Enrique's he's that silky manager, silky football. How versatile is he? How versatile is he? Can he play different type of football? Is he going to be like Pep? Pep does change it around, but I think tactically he's very good to Luis Enrique. So I'm going Luis Enrique, guys. I want him appointed as soon as possible. I don't want all this. I don't want to wait. There's no need to wait. Give him the Champions League against Dortmund. We go Champions League against Dortmund at home, at the bridge, and we've got a new gaffer in town in the dugout, and it's a Luis Enrique. Instantly, I guarantee we're going to see some sort of impact. We're going to see some sort of style of play and identity. We haven't seen that from Graham Potter in 5 months, and we're seeing 2 wins in 17. Sorry, 1 win in 17. What else we're going to go for? Fuck it, let's get Belle Silver in there as well with Thiago in the dugout. Let she land the minerals. Big up to her. She knows the owner's made the mistake. Everyone knows the owner's made the mistake. Every single one. Everyone knows. The journos know. The media platforms know. Richard Keith's come out. Jamie O'Hara's even saying it. What's he in the job for? Let's bring this up. I want to bring this up. Julian Laurens, yeah? I think Chelsea is too big for Graham Potter. What are the reasons to keep him? What are the reasons? You're holding on to one hair on a nutsack, Bowley and Egg Barley. That's what the reason is. You don't want to be embarrassed. Well, right now, you're embarrassing us, yeah? You're embarrassing us. So, guys, what are we saying? Who do you want as gaffer? Because I don't see Potter lasting any longer. Yeah, I'm done with this yes man tax shit. All right, they can shove it up their arse, Bowley and Meg Barley. Yeah, all right, all this yes man tax, get in the bin. Allow the professionals in the game to do what they're supposed to do. I want every single one of you in the chat to put down which manager you would like at Chelsea Football Club. Yeah, Stretter says Johnny and Chelsea old boys to manage till the end of the season. Let's have it right. We'll land it. We'll land it. We'll get them. We'll get all the players pumped. We'll get all the players pumped. 119%. Let's have it right. So, big up to Ludovic in here. He says Potter is waiting for the sack and the £50 million notes. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I think he knows he's going. All this stuff is around the club. I think everything's gone a bit quiet in a minute. And, you know what I mean? No, he shouldn't even be here now. He shouldn't be here now. All right? And then we're hearing about a stadium rebuild, right? Let's have it right. No, I'm not disputing. We do need that, okay? We need to modernise our ground. We need to be the best ground. Fuck Spurs having the best ground. We need to have the best ground in London. Yeah, if not in the country, right? We need to do that. But my, yeah? Why are we talking about that now? Don't bring it up in the news. We don't care. Nothing you say, nothing you throw out with these brown envelopes is going to make and take us away from our site on the simple fact that you have not sacked Graham Potter and he's still in the job and he's got 2 games to go and we've got a Champions League to play for, all right? And we might lose that opportunity of playing for something to play for. And then what motivation are these players going to have from fucking anyone? Because you'll probably end up keeping Graham Potter so that you can have more time to get your yes man. Fuck you. No, you go and sack him, you get rid of him. I don't like saying Fernandes to be sacked, but at the end of the day, this gaffer is out of his depth. It's clear as day he's out of his depth. All right? He's drowning, man. He's drowning, and you're not even trying to get him out. You're just pushing him down. You're pushing him down. And he's the one that's going to get all the front of it. Well, in fact, it's you lot. You're the ownership. You're to blame, not Graham Potter. You lot are to blame because you went to Brighton and decided to go to a mid-table team and go, yeah, we're going to take that blueprint. We're going to take that manager, that backroom staff, and we're going to bring that mentality to Chelsea Football Club. And now you turn us into Brighton FC. Yeah? So, it's a matter of when, not if for me. It has to be. It has to be. Yeah? It has to be. I saw one comment. Where is it? Where is it? Big up Chelsea. He said proper minerals, proper Chelsea. That's our Johnny. That's our Johnny. He's all about. Let's have it right up the Minerals FC. Big up to my geezer. Big up to everyone in here. Land the Minerals. Every single one of you. Now, me personally, out of all the gaffers, all right, I'm bringing back Thomas Tuchel. It's a no-brainer. He's proven he loves the club. Put your agendas aside. Swallow your pride and bring back Thomas Tuchel and let him build his team. And I'll tell you what, the supporters, we will love you. We will love you for it. Super Tommy Tuchel, let's have it right. And we're going to chant his name on Saturday. Yeah, we're going to chant Roman Abramovich's name on Saturday. And you're going to have to swallow that. Yeah, you're going to have to swallow that, Bowley Barley. Yeah, and the whole lot of you upstairs. All right, because the one thing you don't understand is that the supporters at Chelsea are the heart and soul of this football club. And you are playing a dangerous game with us supporters, with the way you are handling and running our football club. And it never needed to be like this. And you've brought us right back down to the fucking ground when we were skyscraper up, mate. Yeah, let's have it right. I'd bring back TT, guys. That's my ultimate first choice. Yeah, I'd have TT back. Instant harmony, instant united. Everyone's together. Everyone it'll be such a buzz. It'd be such a buzz to have him. But they ain't got the minerals to do that. They haven't got the minerals to bring TT back because they're just so ego focused. That's all they are. Right? They can't even walk through doors, mate. Yeah. They can't even walk through doors, mate. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So that's who I'd bring. If not, I'm going Luis Enrique. Pochettino scares me because I think he's a bit of a yes man. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think he's. I want a real superior figure, a real superior gaffer to walk through the door. Someone who's a winner. All right, he's won the lot. Pochettino's not won Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup. I want that level, that ilk of gaffer at Chelsea Football Club. We fucking deserve it. Let's have it right. So when I'm talking about this stadium rebuild, yeah, that's something you do once you've dealt with the team. You can plan for it, but you're only putting it in the media to just try and distract the supporters away from the absolute shit show and carnage that's going on at our football club, the circus that's happening in West London. All right? That's the only reason you put it there. But in reality, you should be focused on building this team. All right? Go and get your DMs. Go and get a replacement for Thiago Silva, all right, who's getting older. Go and sell the players that don't want to be here. All right, and bring in high quality, not youth players. Yeah, let's have it right. And big up to Andre Santos, a high prospect. He's gone on loan. He's not coming back to Chelsea. He's not coming to Chelsea to play in the first team. He's too young. He needs to develop. But he looks a talent. Let's have it right. And also Pochettino's got the Spursy in him. He's got the Spursy in him, and I'm not feeling it. But yes, you're right. Smoke screens is what I'm saying. There's smoke screens everywhere. So let's not be fooled by that. Let's not allow that to take our focus on the main priority, which is to bring our football club back to where it belongs. And we have to change this baseball model. Yeah, we have to get in there and change that. And I'm saying it out loud so they can hear me loud and clear. Yeah, and they know what my narrative is. All right. But I guarantee if you go on all the other platforms, they're just talking about gaffers, what gaffer to get in control and all that. All right. But the reality is, it's deeper than that. It's more serious than that. And shout out to Bright Guy. It is about the technical directors of football, all behind the scenes. They're like another brand of yes man, but they're not seen like Potter is in the media or that gaffer in the media. So we need to go and get a Luis Enrique, bring back a Thomas Tuchel. Last resort, I'll go Jose Mourinho. Let's have it right. I don't think you get Hansi Flick because Hansi Flick's not going to leave Germany now. He's got a contract there. He's got unfinished business there. And I think he shouldn't have gone international football, a bit like Luis Enrique. But I guess when that option comes, being patriotic, you're going to do it. You know, that's the way it goes. But we need Lee Gaffer to change the model. We need a big personality, guys. We need a personality that's able to deal with these cowboys upstairs. We need that. And also, I want to land this as well. Bowley himself is the face, and he's like the American ownership face. But in reality, you've got Saudi ties with Egbali and Clearlake. Have got huge Saudi ties. Yeah, let's have it right. So it's a bit of politics going on behind the scenes. And I'm blaming Egbali just as much as Bowley. Let's have it right. They're both in it. They're both in it. So they're both responsible for hiring Graham Potter and sacking Thomas Tuchel. In fact, we heard it was Egbali that sacked Thomas Tuchel. Let's have it right. And Bowley's a 10% merchant. He's not actually got a big stake in the club. So it is what it is. So guys, what are we saying? We're now hearing Mason Mount, as always. Everyone wants to clickbait on Minerals Mount and come at our boy. And the latest news is this. But before I say that, I want to shout out Dave. Only a pound. For the edition that will be out. And it says sign him up. Yeah. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals Mount, up the only a pound. All right. This is the supporters here, yeah. The supporters and the match goers, the true supporters, the proper Chelsea love Mason Mount. We sell Mason Mount, it will fucking go down bad. I'll tell you that now. Bad, yeah. We will be raging. I will be raging, yeah, because it will be the biggest mistake Bowley and Egbali make selling Mason Mount to a top 3 team, whether that's Liverpool, City, United, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Barcelona, wherever he goes, yeah, whatever clubs, Juventus, all these clubs, yeah, it will be a fucking disgrace, okay? And it will be worse tenfold than fucking, what's it called? Kevin De Bruyne and all that. Be well worse, mate. Well worse, yeah? Worse than Salah and all that, yeah? And this kid has already won the Champions League for Chelsea. We've got the Super Cup, Club World Cup, yeah? He's been our top GA. He's been our player of the season back-to-back. He's got stats you wouldn't believe that no other world-class players have got at all, yeah? So, at the end of the day, guys, what's the latest news? The latest news is Liverpool are very close, or they want Mason Mount, this, that. Yeah, same old shit. Is it true? Is it true? I ask you, is it true? Yeah? Another smokescreen, another way of Bowley and the PR machine to spread more hate on Mason Mount, to have fans turn on Mason Mount. But I want to read something here. I'm going to read it out. It says, dressing room insiders say they are worried that Mason Mount is suffering as talks on a new deal with Chelsea have stalled. Source says, at the moment, Mason looks like he wants to fight the world when really he just wants to win things with Chelsea. And that's come from some geezer called Andy Dillon. Now, this is a key thing. He wants to win things with Chelsea, but there's a key message in here. He wants to win things. He wants to be at the top. He wants to be competing. Right now, are Chelsea Football Club competing? No. Right now, have Chelsea Football Club got an elite gaffer? No. Right now, have Chelsea got the same mentality like we did under Roman Abramovich with these new owners? No. Are we looking like the Chelsea? Are we looking like Chelsea? No. This is not Chelsea. And where are we now? 10 points. 10th. We're 10th on the league table. 10th on the league table. We're struggling to hit the 40-point mark. We haven't won a game in, I can't even remember. We're losing back-to-back games. We look a state. So, if you're Mason Mount, are you going to stay at this club and you're not being valued? No matter how much you love your football club, you know, footballers have a span of what, 10, 12 years. We have to fight at all costs to keep Mason Mount at this football club because he is the future captain. He is the face of the club. He is the minerals general. He is our DNA. And he's more of a captain than Reece James is. Reece is vice captain. I've said it countless times. We need Mason Mount at our football club. The moment we strip Mason Mount out of our football club, it's fucking, what are you building around? What are you building around? Where's your spine? Where's your Chelsea DNA? That's like us selling Lampard after having him for 3 years. It's delusion. And then you're going to go and let him go and be a generational baller somewhere else. Todd Bowley, Barley, swallow your pride, sons. Swallow your pride. All right? And stop this PR train. It's ridiculous. Yeah? And stop liking tweets slandering Mason Mount as well. Yeah? And Cucurella for that matter. Disgrace. Disgrace. You embarrass us. You embarrass us. All right? So that was what came out. And obviously you've got, what's his name? Alex Crook, I think his name is, on Talk Sport. And he came out and he basically said Liverpool are pushing, Klopp wants him, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. All that jazz. Fair play, yeah. All that jazz. We know, listen, guys, everyone here knows about Minerals Mount. We all know about Minerals Mount. We don't need to educate about Mason Mount on my platform, yeah. But I'll tell you what, these owners are going to cost us dearly, and they already have. And I'm going to tell you how Bowley and Egbali have cost us dearly already. Let's have it right. Let's land the minerals. Tuchel's conquered Europe's top coaches. We've got Zidane twice, Pep Guardiola 3 times, Klopp once, Jose Mourinho once, Ancelotti once. Diego Simeone done the double in Atletico. We are the first club to double in the Champions League on Atletico Madrid twice. And one of those against Pep was the Champions League. Let's have it right. Yeah. So you have just stripped us of this gaffer and you're giving us, like I say, Graham Beans on Toast Potter, all right, from the local calf, all right, with no sausage, no bacon, no gravy, no nothing. You didn't even give us some bubble. Yeah. No hash browns. When we were eating Michelin star restaurants, mate. Yeah. Finest cuisine. Come on, let's have it right. Let's understand where we are here, guys. Let's understand what's happened to our football club. There's a reason for it. All right, so we've got this here. All right, so this is what I'm going to obviously promote it on the channel. So everyone who will be going to the bridge for the Dortmund game at 5:30, the team will arrive around 6 p.m. against Dortmund. Let's get the team pumped before kickoff for our massive game. Be loud, take banners and pyros. The players need it more than anything. Be there, up the Chelsea. So this is not a protest. This is in support of our Chelsea players and our team. That is what is going to happen against Dortmund, guys. Big up CFC Stephen for landing that and sending me that. So, guys, if you're going to the game, be aware that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. But I don't want Graham Potter in charge for that game. Let's have it right. I don't want him in charge. Big up to Range Ball. He says at least Tuchel can fire up the boys to land the minerals right. Make sure we can all get the badge in. Let's have it right. Big up to Range Balls in here, land the minerals. Tuchel is the elite gaffer we had. We don't have him anymore. I'd bring him back, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. They're not going to do that because they're just wrong-uns. Yeah, they won't swallow their pride. So it is what it is. It is what it is. It's a joke in itself. It's an absolute joke. He's one of us. You're right. Tuchel's one of us. He was one of us. And we've had that stripped of us. So, look, guys, all I'm going to say is this. Yeah, all I'm going to say is this. If Graham Potter is not gone after Leeds, and he's going to have the Dortmund game, I don't think it's going to be as simple at 5:30. I don't think it's going to be as simple. But I like that. I like the fact that the supporters are going to turn up and we're going to land it and support the players and the coach and intimidate the Dortmund team. Let's have it right. We need to be a lot more fearsome at Chelsea and land it. And I think we've got all the minerals to do that, and we'll have all the supporters there, and I think we need to do that. So yeah, make sure you attend and make sure you're there and do what's necessary. But if the shit is the fan against Leeds, the shit's already hit the fan. Do you know what? It's hit the fan so bad that we're just drenched in it. We can't wash it off. Protests standard. Standard. Let's have it right. Bowley didn't even sit and think about the job TT did to get us through the sanctions. Let's have it right, Bobby. He did not. They don't give a shit, guys. They're not there about the game. They're not there of the love of the game like Roman Abramovich was. They're not there. They're there. They're businessmen. They're there to make money. They're vampires on our football club. They're there to make money on our football club. What's the bet they sell us in 10 years and then we go through the whole thing again because they want to make money on our football club. Why do you think they're redeveloping the stadium? Yes, that's part of buying the club. I think Roman wanted to do that. Yes, granted, we need to do that. We need to update it. But at the end of the day, we have to respect that the team is more important right now to invest in, and you can do that behind the scenes, but spend the money on the team right now with the right gaffer in charge. And you had the right gaffer, you got rid of the wrong, you hired the wrong gaffer, you got rid of the right gaffer. Because what you didn't see eye to eye, didn't want to be a yes man. Let's have it right. That's the reason. There is no other reason, and they know it, and everyone knows it. Everyone in the media, all right, they just feed you this nonsense, this bangers and mash waffle to cover up their mistake, and they know they've made the mistake. It's up to us as supporters, yeah, to make a stand and to let them know you can't fuck around like this, yeah. You've turned our club elite. We'll always be elite, but you've turned us in this transition. You've brought us down to Brighton level. You've made us Brighton level. In fact, Brighton are above us in the league. That's how embarrassing it is. Graham Potter couldn't even beat his Brighton team. The one he knows. Southampton should have been it. You lost against Southampton, you're gone. You're out. You're out. Guys, what does it take? How many more games does it take? We must not allow it. Must not fucking allow it. I'm being real, guys. He's winding me up to the point that my blood pressure is just it's through the roof. He's got to go, man. 10th. We're 10th. We can't buy a goal. We got no fight. We might as well we might as well forfeit the games. It's that bad. What the fuck have you done to us? What have you done to us? Luis Enrique reportedly earmarked as successor to Graham Potter at Chelsea. This is what's breaking. It says Luis Enrique has been earmarked as a successor to Graham Potter. Should Chelsea decide? Can I say something here? Have you noticed how the narratives are changing? Have you noticed how now they're planting the seed through the journos and the media about another manager coming in? They're letting the supporters know, guys, we don't want you to protest. We don't want you to go against us. We're trying to sort it out. We're just putting the feelers out there. But we also want to get some feedback because we love social media. Todd Bailey loves social media. They love it. So they want to see what the fans' reactions are to managers. Yeah. Hence why they've got now the fan board, advisory board. Yeah. So it's building up. Something's happening, but it needs to happen fucking now. Yeah. All right. I want to see a new gaffer against Dortmund because if we have a new gaffer, an elite one, we will beat them. They're not that good. We will beat them. All right. And we'll have a chance at winning the Champions League. And all of this will be fucking forgotten. Do you know why? Because we'll be back to winning the elite trophies. Yeah. It's all about winning trophies. That's what we are. That's what we've been about. And you're making us turn into a mid-table team with no mentality, no fight. You're trying to strip us of all the eliteness that we got. Well, you can't strip us of eliteness, yeah? You can't do it because we are the most elite club in London. And you need to fucking, you know what, yeah? Bowley should have this tattooed on him. So Bowley should have this, all right? In every boardroom meeting, he should have it everywhere he goes. In fact, he should have every trophy that Chelsea's won every time he looks around to remind him, Egg Barley, and all the dumb and dummers upstairs of how football works and what a successful model is, and go and look at the right clubs, elite clubs, and translate their models. If you want a City model, go with a City model. What are you going with a Brighton model for? City are being successful. But what are you going with Brighton? This is where we go with Brighton. This is where we go with Brighton. This is where we go. Yeah, you want Brighton's model? Well, you got Brighton's results. Yeah, and don't give me all this shit. Potter goes, oh, we've got we've got too big of a squad. Bollocks, yeah. If that's the case, Graham Potter, all the players that don't want to be here, like the Aubameyangs, yeah, like the Ziyiches, why are you fucking playing Ziyech? What are you playing him for? Don't play these players. Don't even have him in the squad. It's as simple as that. Make a stand. Have your authority. You can't do that. You can't do that. You got to play all these players. You got to play this player, that player, that player. We've got to keep this player happy. We've got to keep that. And there's rumours about Sterling. Oh, Sterling leaving. Oh, Sterling doesn't want to leave. Well, why is Sterling going to leave? He's on 320 grand a week. No other club's going to pay him the 320 grand a week. And Bowley signed him. Igbali signed Sterling. And now what? You're trying to offload Sterling, are you? That's what I get from it. You're putting it out there, the feelers out there to see if you can sell Sterling because he's on a high wage. Long way from Starbucks. Let's have it right. I hope Sterling stays. I want Sterling to stay because he's fucking proven he's one of the experienced players in the Premier League, and you're just going to flog him off because of wages. What do you fucking sign him on 320 grand a week wages in? It shows how much you're clueless. You don't know what you're doing. What is this process? What is this model that you're instilling in us? Yeah, I don't even think you know. But right now, let's have it right. It ain't going to plan, is it? In fact, it's a failure. Nick Barley's process, their plan is a failure, and they ain't even got started at a football club. And we're a year since Roman's been taken from us, and look at the state we're in. We're fucking a long way from Starbucks. We're a long way from the minerals. Yeah, it's a disgrace, and it didn't need to be like this. Guys, hit that like button. Every single one of you, smash the piece of the like button. Every single one of you. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Let me know what likes we're on. We need to get over 300 likes minimum. We've had well over 300 people in here. We need over 300 likes as a minimum before we end the show. Come on. But these owners are very concerning, guys. I'm worried. I've always said it. And, you know, what manager do we go for? I just don't want to see no De Zebris and Thomas Franks. I don't even want to see their names in the reports. Why are we seeing their names? Why? It's like, have they not learned from what they've just put us through now? And they want to go back to that? It's not happening. It's a joke. It's a joke. 600 million they spent, and look at us. Mate, if Roman went and spent 600 million 2 windows, we would be a fucking elite machine. And he would have done it under Thomas Tuchel. Yeah. These lot think that they're Roman, yeah. These lot think that they got the minerals, yeah. I'll tell you, Roman's got the minerals, mate. Roman, you'll never be Roman Abramovich. Look at the difference, Roman Abramovich, yeah, and Bowley. Look at the difference. Mentality, the way he is. Yeah, Bowley's got the Chelsea scarf and the Chelsea gear. Roman don't need to do that, bruv, because he's proper Chelsea. It's embedded on him because he loves us. And all he wants us to do is win. That's why he's a winner. That's why he's a billionaire. That's why he's elite. Yeah. None of this stuff, man. Long way from Hooters, Red Lobster, Starbucks. Long way from Hollywood. Sort it out. Sort it out. Big up to British Patriot. Mike Gizes has walked in on facts here. Big up to you, mate. My member. Big up to you. Right, exactly, Bobby. Facts. If we have a Brighton level director infrastructure, the only manager we can have is another yes man. And that is right, but this is my point. This is why I'm trying to stress to you. If we go and get an elite gaffer, a winner, that model has to change. And that's what I want. That's what we should all want at Chelsea. We want this. We don't want this fucking Brighton structure model. It's for Brighton level. It's not for Chelsea level. Yeah. We don't need to go there. We don't need to look down. We're looking up. And when we're up, how we have been for all these years, we're looking down at everyone going, see ya. Yeah. Joke. Absolute joke. Smash the likes, guys. What likes we're on? Smash those likes. Every single one of you. Smash the likes. Right, so let me just run through something. I want to check this out while you hit that like button and you subscribe. So we've got this other guy, this geezer, right? He brought up he brought this up with Enzo. He brought up about Enzo, but I'm a bit sceptical with this geezer, man. He's a bit wishy-washy. He put Chelsea will only sign Zinedine Zidane if they fire head coach Graham Potter. If they fire. Laughable. Fucking hell. Being told Potter will keep his job if he wins the next Premier League game and the UCL. Ain't happening. Chelsea will let go of him if he also loses those games. Luis Enrique name to be mentioned. Well, if Chelsea will only sign Zinedine Zidane, why are you saying they'll look at Luis Enrique? See what I mean? It's the way they word it. They're all flip-flop merchants. They're all for clicks. They're all there for clicks. You know, I can't see Zidane coming to Chelsea. It's not that I don't think I just think he won't get on with these owners, mate. I don't think anyone's going to get on with these owners. No one's going to get on with them. And the latest through the Mail Online, Luis Enrique, Zidane are in the running to become Chelsea boss. So my point is this, guys: if it wasn't looking, if we're not looking to replace Graham Potter, you wouldn't hear none of this. You wouldn't hear any of it, and that's my point. Something's happening, something's brewing. It's only a matter of time, but it must be before Dortmund. It has to be before Dortmund. All right. I'd sack him now if you got the chance to get Luis Enrique. Get him in now. We go and beat the dirty Leeds as we fucking should, because right now we look a shadow of what we are at the moment. We have been for this whole season. And do you know what's funny? All the wrong-uns, they come at Mason Mount, blaming Mason Mount, predominantly blaming Mason Mount. Well, Mason Mount's been benched for a long amount of games. Have we got any better? Have we even scored any goals? Have we won any fucking games? Absolutely no. Yeah? No. So what does that tell you? Mason Mount ain't the problem. Kai Havertz ain't the problem. The players ain't the problem. It's what's going on behind the scenes and the gaffer. That's the problem. And you have the audacity and the cheek to blame Mason Mount and Kai Havertz for that matter. Or any players, Cucurella. You just want to blame anyone, yeah? Joke, mate. And this is the point, Chelsea till I die, and this is very key. Players will respect, he's saying Zidane, but players will respect elite managers. All the players respected Thomas Tuchel. He didn't want the players like Pulisic, Ziyech, all right? They're the ones down tooling, giving it all that, yeah? Didn't want to be there, wanted to leave, false alone, sign a contract, false alone. Ziyech wanted to leave. Ziyech was leaving deadline day and Potter's still playing him. Shocking, it's criminal, all right? But the point is Thomas Tuchel didn't want these players. They're still at the club, so you ain't getting any backing now. You ain't getting any backing now. Right? So where do you expect to get that harmony and that team spirit? You know, before Lukaku came to our football club, that cement-booted fraud, yeah, came to our football club. And the way we won the Champions League is elite mentality, fighting spirit, family, tactics, leadership, belief, all of these things, all right? We had. And our team wasn't built. It wasn't finished article. We had young players in our team. All right. And we went and won the Champions League. The moment the cement boot fraud came, that was the one fucking bad egg. The one bad egg that ruined the dressing room. But then Tuchel got it back. But then Lukaku, his best friends, or was very close to Hakim Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech they're all in contact. And you kept Hakim Ziyech. You didn't want to be at a football club. So you've continued that bad egg from one leaving to one staying and to another one in Captain America and all this shit. Now, listen, if he wants to stay, prove yourself. But you're made out of biscuits. You're always injured. We never see consistency. And that's my problem with Pulisic. I don't doubt he's got potential, but at the end of the day, he did not want to play for Thomas Tuchel. So these are major issues as to why Tuchel lost an element of the dressing room or couldn't get the team spirit the way he wanted. But he also had Rudiger lost, Christensen lost. He lost big egos and players in the dressing room. And they replaced him with players that he didn't even want. And that was the problem. That's why it went tits up. In the first 5 games, he was still problem solving it. He was still managed to get results. And I land it again. Take away Tuchel's 3 wins in the Premier League, all right, the 3 games or the games he did win, yeah, we would literally be in the relegation zone right now as we speak, all right? That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. So, where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line? My line's drawn, mate. Tenfold. Yeah. Tenfold. And then again, yeah, we sold Timo Werner, another one, added something. Listen, he's a very frustrating player, but he did work hard. He did work hard for Chelsea. We did support him. But he was just frustrating and a lot of things went against Timo. It is what it is. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Guys, let's get up to 300 likes. 215. That's poor. Let's get to 300 likes. Yeah. Every single one of you, smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Big up to all my members today as well. Love to all you guys as well. But it has to stop, guys. So we're waiting in the news. We're waiting for something to happen. I am very worried about Leeds. I don't think we're gonna. I can't see us beating anyone at the minute. Just do the right thing. Do the right thing. I mean, when you talk about Enrique, he trusts and develops youth. That's a good point. He plays the tiki-taka vertical possession football. Great point. Very dynamic with his setup. He's big dressing room character. And he does bring the best out of attacking players. I think he fits the bill, Luis Enrique. And, the owners clearly want their own gaffer. They want someone in their own project. Someone that they say, yeah, he's our guy. I think Luis Enrique could be that guy. That's why they'll never bring Thomas Tuchel. I'm just saying hypothetically, I would bring Thomas Tuchel. That's who I want at Chelsea Football Club. But it ain't going to happen. Big up to Range Balls as well. Landed the Super Minerals. The ego is too much. The ego is too much. Let's have a little breather. Let's have a little drink up as well. Yeah, you're right. Still breed. Lukaku was the poison chalice, mate, at Chelsea Football Club. Without a doubt. And that was Roman's last signing. Oh. If you're talking about Tammy here, Tammy scored 30 non-penalty goals for Chelsea. It was pivotal in us getting those goals in the first season under Lamps where we got top 4. His goals were really important. And the way he played in the team. And then obviously Lukaku came, Tuchel came. Tuchel didn't play Tammy because the club told him we're selling him. And he'd already agreed to go. And he favoured Kai over Lukaku as well. But Tammy, I'm hearing, did I see rumours? Is there rumours of Tammy? I don't think there is, but I'd bring. I know what you're saying with Jose, bringing Jose Mourinho back. It's like, it'd just be a buzz, mate. It'd be a buzz. Do you know what though? Bowley, Iqbali, they won't be able to handle Jose Mourinho. They won't be able to handle Jose. You know what? Jose Mourinho will look at these guys and go, "You're like puppies compared to Roman. Roman was fucking Big Daddy, mate. Roman was no nonsense. But you guys, he'll eat him up for breakfast at the Chelsea, at Mills FC." And he's not wrong about what state we're in at the moment. Listen, this Alex Cook goes, Liverpool increasingly confident of stealing Mason Mount away from Chelsea. Yeah. Bang as a mash waffle. I don't buy it. I'm not saying that I don't buy they're interested, but saying that they're confident, and it's just recycled news, guys. It's recycled news on Mason Mount. That's all it is. It's recycled news of just playing with words. That's what they do. And Alex Cook ain't even a journo, is he? He's a presenter on TalkSport. So what does it matter what you say? You're just there to push out an agenda or a narrative to steer everyone's mind away from Graham Potter and the shit show that Chelsea are in at the minute, and away from the owners. Because let's have it right. Bowley right now is he's not in a good place, is he, guys? He's not in a good place. Yeah. He's not in a good place. So what do we say about that? What do we say about that? Oh, I just can't, man. That's what I'm saying. Piss on all the brown envelopes, yeah? Because at the end of the day, these guys are here to push out narratives against our football club. Or club narratives. He looks like a long way from Starbucks. He looks a long way from Toby Carvery. Let's have it right. He does. Todd Bowley, mate, looks a long way from Toby Carvery, mate. A long way. Or a Weathers. Or old Weatherspoons. Can you imagine getting Jose Mourinho on the Minerals FC? That'd be quality, JC. Oh, mate. That'd be epic. Big up to Julius in here, my geezer. Big up to Julius. Says Bowley's on fraud watch. Not sacking Potter and selling Mount would end my support for the three owners, for these owners. I will always support Chelsea and the team, but not going to sit and watch him destroy us. Let's have it right, Julius. You're landing the Minerals, mate. It's facts what you just said, all right? Absolute facts. Fucking joke. Honestly, it's a joke. It's an absolute disgrace that they haven't done the deed already. All right, should we put this up? Yeah, all right, let's put this up for a laugh. Let's put this up for a laugh, guys. Here we go. When they say it's not the players.
Gaffer. Best manager. Gaffer. Don't give up. Still believe, bro.
Make room, guys.
All right, guys, what's back? We got you, Gaffer. I trust you. Don't give up. The best manager in the world, bro. You'll win the Champions League. Go on, Potter. We believe, bro. Keep the faith. Change the squad. They're the problem.
Yes,
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. Super Graham Potter, bro. Best manager in the world.
Oh no, he's not. And the players are not the problem. The players are not the problem. The problem is the ownership dictating to Graham Potter, and Graham Potter not having an elite mentality and a backbone strong enough to deal with the issues and the problems at hand, because he's not a problem-solving gaffer, is he? So shocking. I told everyone. Listen, he plays Mason Mount left wing and striker. He doesn't even play Mason Mount in his right position, and you expect Mason Mount to be fucking amazing, all right? And then Tuchel didn't even play him in the right position, but he played the right formation, all right, for the team and for the squad, because he knew how to problem solve. He knew how to get the best out of the players. Therefore, you would reap the rewards from players like Mason Mount, even Jorginho, Kante's, Kai Havertz, Timo Werner's, all these players. You know, he had the system. Top Hinsler showing his ball knowledge again. Oh man, guys, you can't write this stuff. It is what it is. You know, I wanted that same energy for Thomas Tuchel before he got sacked, while everyone was going on their platforms digging at Thomas Tuchel, criticising him. All right, bollocks, absolute bollocks. Big up Chelsea old boys, my geezer, legend. Big up to you, proper Chelsea. So it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I'm very concerned about the owners, and they are fucking clowning around. And the real ones get it. They understand. Everyone else, I don't know what to say to you. It is what it is. But listen, on the Minerals FC, our agenda is to make sure that Chelsea are the best, and we maintain the best standards and the elite mentality and levels. And right now, our owners have just taken that all away from us. So yeah, they're fucking well responsible. They're absolutely responsible. So it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? That's life. You know, it's all right to get it wrong. Do you know what I mean? It's all right. The owners, that's life. It's all right to get it wrong. You know you fucked up sacking Thomas Tuchel. All right, that's life. You know that we as supporters will only accept an elite gaffer. That's life. That's life. That's life. Do you know what I mean? Big up to all the Minerals FC army. Big up to the Minerals FC army in here. Land it. Julius, lovely to see you in here as well, because, you know, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And we should not accept what is happening at our football club. We should not accept the way that these owners are running us, bringing in some fucking baseball model to Chelsea Football Club. And a lot of people laugh and go, oh, it's not baseball. It's not baseball. Deep it. Go and do your research. Go and understand how it works. And you'll understand that Bowley gave everything, yeah? And they're already failing. It's already a failure. The Graham Potter experiment, a failure. Absolute failure. None of the players are playing for this guy. The training sessions should be instilling his philosophy. You shouldn't be cancelling them left, right, and centre. What's all this nonsense, all this mentality? It's rubbish. So poor. What are you doing? And people calling to play, I'll play this youth player, play that youth player. What, we turn into a fucking youth team? All right? What's happened to us? We're a youth team now. That's life. He's got a 31 win percentage rate. It's the worst than Villas-Boas. Worse than Villas-Boas, man. British Patriot, you're not wrong. They're going to drain us financially in the future. You are not wrong. Absolutely right. These guys are only interested in the dollar, the pound note, whatever currency. It don't matter. Oh, 28% now. 28% win rate. Yeah, of course. Yeah, because we've lost another 2 games, haven't we? Yeah. So we have to fight against these guys. The owners are the problem. The owners are the problem. Remember I said it. And as time goes on, if they do not change this model and they don't bring an elite gaffer in and let him actually deal with the football and have some decisions and take his advice, we are going to have dark, dark days at Chelsea Football Club. We ain't going to be Chelsea under Roman. You know, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. We cannot accept. I don't even accept a draw on Saturday. I don't even accept a draw. I want a win. I want a win. A draw, no chance. Yes, dark, dark days have already become. I just can't, mate. Honestly, You know what? No other club, I said it before, no other club in Europe is trying to instill this model. Not even the Glazers have done this, put this model in. All right. And the Glazers arguably are they are the worst owners. Right. United they say we'll cut you head to toe. You know what I mean? They want him out. They want him out. All right. And not even they are implementing baseball and all this shit. All right. And this whole Moneyball obsession. All right. I just think, like, where are they from, these guys? Like, what is this all about? Is this all about just sabotaging Chelsea? Because it looks like it looks like they're just there to just destroy us and destroy everything that Roman's built. That's the only way I'm looking at it now. And it's and there's not enough supporters that are awake, you know, that see through it. You know, they might not be old enough, whatever. I just think that. If you look at Kroenke, is he doing that? No. If you look at FSG, Liverpool, I mean, their model is working, but it's like it's not looking like in terms of doing it again in a rebuild. Like, is Klopp going to rebuild them back up? They do spend money. They do spend money. I know they go with a bit of data. Every club goes with data, but it's not solely data. It's not solely youth players and this whole ideology of taking young players and building them up and making money on them and making them an asset valued at 90 million to turn it into 150 million, whatever that is. Big up Stratters, you're right. The owners of celebrities, the Glazers scum, are hardcore money men. Yeah, not wrong. Not wrong. They are. They let the football professionals deal with the football, but they take the cream on top. They take the cream on top. And right now they've just got a great manager in, an elite manager, and they're going to let him control the. Even Gary Neville came out and he said, what did he say? He said, for a little while now, Ten Hag's taken control of Man United. He's in control. We don't have that at Chelsea Football Club. Under Roman, yes, there was yes man. There was a yes man influence, yes, because he bought a lot of the players, but he did back Jose. He did back, you know, he give and take. It's a give and take, you know. These guys don't. They just want to say, yeah, we're buying all these young players. That's the model, and we're going to instill it at Chelsea Football Club. It doesn't fucking work. I mean, right now you spent 600 million, and we're worse for it. We're worse for it. We should not be worse for it. It's embarrassing, man. 600 million. You're just throwing money away. It's like you want to get through the budget as quick as possible to go, yeah, we did. We lived up to our promise of spending the money. Yeah. What about winning the trophies? What about having us as the best club in London continuously? yeah, going to win another Champions League so we can bury them all in the woods for eternity. Yeah, where's that mentality? Where is it? They don't give a shit about Chelsea Football Club. All they care about is their pocket. All they care about is marketing, redevelopment. All right, they want to use our name and they're going to rebrand it. I wouldn't be surprised if they do a stadium rebuild and we have fucking cheerleaders at half time and we love you Bowley t-shirts and all this nonsense. You know, I can't, mate. I can't. And Vivel, what's his name? Win Stanley, Shields. They just sit there like Graham Potter with their hands in between their legs. You know, I don't see any authority. I don't see any authority from them. All right, let's listen to an elite gaffer, yeah? Let's listen to an elite gaffer and let's educate Bowley and Igbali, yeah?
Like in Chelsea, they were working around 80 people around the first team to push 24 players to the limit. So you're also very important for them, like to create a culture that everybody goes into the right direction and goes into the direction. How can we influence this team to win the next football match? Because this is what it is all about. And then it becomes very, very complex. And you don't have to, I think you don't have to, I am certainly not the best football player, and I have never been. So it's not always necessary to explain everything. I think it's absolutely okay to also ask to get feedback from the very best players in the world. Why should I tell Thiago Silva how to defend? He knows how to defend. He tells me where he feels comfortable, where he needs protection, and then I try to adjust our system and to create a behavior as a team that he feels confident, and then in the end, hopefully everybody feels confident, and then it's a give and take. But it's not that I explain him like a youth player how he should have his body position. He's far too experienced and far too good that he needs that kind of advice. This is, for example, a huge difference between youth football and then the highest level of coaching.
Facts from Super Tommy T. I miss him, man. I proper miss TT, mate. Honestly, gutted that he's not at our football club. Gutted. Just. We had it there. And you're right, when the helicopter landed at training, you knew shit was real. Now when it lands, it's a circus show. Let's have it right. We are being mocked, guys. We are being mocked. Do you know what? Yeah, you should, guys, go and check out Tuchel gets sacked. My stream. Go and check that stream out. That was raw live emotions after we heard the news that TT got the sack, and listen to what I was saying in that video. Yeah, listen to that. But let's get Enrique. TT's not coming back. We're gonna have to live with that. But he'll forever be a part of our football club and our history. No one can take that from TT. No one can take that from Minerals Man, Kai Havertz. Yeah, let's have it right. How often do we win the Champions League, guys? And people want to come at Mason Mount and Kai Havertz, or they want to come at TT, yeah? Let's have it fucking right, all right? We've got that second star because of these guys, yeah? And all the others, yeah? Kante, legend. The only way Tuchel's back is if these lot leave. Yeah, he ain't coming. Listen, why can't they just eat humble pie, man? Be fucking, you know, you say you look through the eyes of the supporters, yeah, the fan. Well, you're not doing that. You're not doing that. Every Chelsea supporter, the proper supporters would have Thomas Tuchel in a heartbeat. They'll be, we'll want him. Everyone wants him, but no, you won't do it. You won't do it because you fucking made the call because he said to you, "Fuck off. I'm not running the club like that. I want to do it this way." You know. Listen, the ownership are liars, brown envelope merchants, manipulators, and they're trying to fool everyone with smokes and mirrors. Yeah, so have it right. And I'm not falling for it. And I know the Minerals FC army and generals in here are not falling for it. Yeah, and that's why you're here. That's why you're here. That's why you're here. So, Enrique, cool, yeah, cool. Let's go and do it now. What we waiting for? What we waiting for? Let's go and get the gaffer in. Let's go and get this gaffer in. Let's have a chance and have a go at the Champions League, and we'll have a buzz around our football club. The buzz that you took away from our football club. You give us Graham Potter, man. Fuck. If they think I wouldn't go at the owners, yeah, mate, they're very fortunate, guys. They're very fortunate. We've only got just over got 5.3k subscribers. Imagine if we had 50k or even 20, 30k, 50, 60k, 100k, yeah. The impact we would have, the muscle in the game. Come on, we'll land the Minerals. We'll be a machine. We'll be an absolute machine. Big up to Ted in here. Clear Lake. Oh, that's interesting, Bobby. That's interesting, Bobby. Clear Lake has sacked managing partners for losses less than 60 million. They don't want to sack this guy. Don't want to sack this guy. It's true, guys. Ever since they sacked Tuchel, that was it, man. That was it. That was it. It is what it is. Yeah, when Roman landed at Chelsea, he got generals around him, and the first thing he did was went for Sir Alex Ferguson. Not many know that. It's in Fergie's book. Yeah, that's true. I have a feeling Igbali isn't a fan of Potter. It's Bowley's stubborn. Fuck Bowley. Yeah, I think they're both involved, but they need. I think they're in the process of changing Potter, and they're trying to get a manager who we will accept, but will also accept their terms. But I don't think they can get an elite gaffer to accept their terms, and that's the sticking point. So if I'm that elite gaffer, I'd go in there and then go, yeah, I'm doing what I want. I've got the contract now. Yeah, that's what I do. If you got the bollocks enough, big up Nick Smith in here, my geezer. And just say to him, listen, I'm doing what I want to do. There's nothing you can do about it. Bowley Egbali. Now I'm in the job. I want to play these players. I want to keep these players. That's life. That's life. Deal with it. Bad. You know, and then you look at these gaffers, you know, Tuchel, Enrique, Flick, Zidane, Champions League winners, man. Even José, Champions League winner. Do you know what I mean? And then we get this. Winning players, winning mentality. You know, you get frauds like Ornstein that go, Graham Potter's one of the best managers in the world. Yeah. Jog on, mate. Jog on. I'm definitely listen. As soon as Bowley has to dismiss Graham Potter, what are we going to do on Minerals FC? What are we going to do on Minerals FC? We're going to drink his tears because he mugged us off. He mugged us off, and we're not going to accept it. Yeah, great points, CFC, about Reece. I don't know, did I mention it on my last stream? I can't remember if I mentioned it on my last stream. Reece has been told to say this garbage. He don't believe it, and he's been bought. He's basically told what to say. Just like Fofana coming out today. Who was the other player? Enzo Fernandez. They all have to come out. Chilwell. They all have to do what they're told. They're on contracts. These owners use them. They probably get their PR team to write they said it and put it out, and the players are just going to say, "Well, fuck it," unless they do a sit-down interview like Reece did, and stage it all. It's all pathetic, really, when you can see the way the players perform, that's not the case. You can see that the training's not the case. You can see that they just don't look like they know what they're supposed to do. There's no right direction. There's no elite leadership. This is the problem. Contract's the contract. Like Mike Tyson said, sign the contract. Sign the contract. Yeah, let's have it right. And prop from Sterling as well. Yeah, the prop from Sterling. Oh, I believe in the project. What fucking project, man? You're mugging us all up. You're mugging us all off with this project. Yeah, we know the project. I tell you, every stream, the project, go and buy young youth players with high potential from different continents. That's the project. Yeah, get rid of all the Cobham players, Mason Mount, Gallagher, Trev Chalobah, get rid of all these guys, sell more from Cobham, probably sell Colwill and all, Loftus-Cheek, yeah, pure profit, let's land it, and then they're going to go and sell Sterling, get him off the books, Koulibaly. We're basically going to sell 10 players of our squad, Kai Havertz, Ziyech, Aubameyang, Pulisic, they're all going to go, and then what we're going to bring in? Fucking what? Youth players. We're going to have a youth team. We've got Cobham Academy for youth team, yeah? We've got one of the best Cobham academies, best youth academies in the world. And you're just going to go, you don't need to do that. That's not the winning formula, all right? We have to make a stop to it. That's the message, guys. I'm being real. Drinking the minerals, drink it in. If you don't, you're going to see what happens. You know what I mean? Here's what it is. Matt Law's he's a mouthpiece for the club for Bowley and Igbali. He's a mouthpiece. Yeah, he's always got a mouth full of garbage to spit out. Don't buy into what he says. It's all part of the narrative to play with the psyche, to dictate your mood. You see, everyone's moved away the last couple of days away from Potter. He's still there. They're still the ones landing the minerals, and now there's discussions of managers going on. Oh, what manager? Yeah. All right. They already know what's going to happen. They're going to do it. They have to do it. They cannot continue like this. And that is the fact of the matter. Let's land it as it is. They have to change it. It's not sustainable. The play, when you lose the dressing room, not they had it in the first place, but when you lose the dressing room, you lose many players and they don't perform and you can't control them. And you have too many players that don't want to be here, that do want to be here, or that the owners are forcing upon you. And you're not a great elite problem solver. You're not the best man manager. You just got an ideology of how to play football and you've learnt your trade and blah, blah, blah. And that's all you've got to fall back on. It's not enough at a club like Chelsea. So you have to cut that off. And right now, the ownership, no, we can't sell all these players. We've only got 2 windows. We've gone through both of them. We can't get rid of all these players. So therefore, we have to get rid of the manager, otherwise we're going to go further down the table. Let's have it right. We should have got an elite manager or kept the elite manager. You didn't do that, so you get what you deserve. You reap what you reap what you sow, as they say. Yeah, let's have it right. At the end of the day, Fraud Watch, they're on Fraud Watch, 100%. Biggest brown envelope, Matt Law, man. Biggest, mate. Bowley, long way from Starbucks. They're all a long way from Starbucks. We're not a long way from Starbucks here, mate. We're not a long way from Starbucks on Minerals FC. We land it everywhere we go. We land it everywhere we go. But guys, let's have it right. Great show. Smash to pieces the like button. Every single one of you. I'm sure I'll be back tomorrow. And I would like to do maybe a little fan cam, so we get a few people on and they can talk about everything that's going on and get everything off their chest. We'll see what the news is, all dependent on that. But guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and very importantly, put your comments down below at the end of the stream. And big up to all you guys in here supporting the channel. It's very, very important, and I appreciate every single one of you and everyone viewing. And like I say, keep being persistent on Twitter, on Instagram. Keep landing the minerals and speak the facts and speak the truth. Doesn't matter what follows you got. What just put it out there and be relentless with it. Just like they're relentless with us, force feeding us all this garbage, okay, and all this manipulated narratives. All right, that's what we've got to do. Yeah. All together in numbers, we're stronger, guys. In numbers, we're stronger. So big up to every single one of you in here. As always, guys, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Big up to all my new members. Big up to everyone in the chat, everyone viewing, and make sure at the end of the stream right now, I want you to put all your comments down below and give me feedback, every single one of you, and I'll get back in touch as always. And respect to everyone. And don't forget, we've got the Minerals FC on Twitter and Instagram. We've got Minerals FC _, so Minerals _FC on TikTok as well, and on Twitch, which I don't really use, but if you're a Twitcher, I will put these streams on Twitch so you can go and watch it on Twitch while you game and all that. But yeah, keep subscribing, liking, all that jazz. Big up to everyone in here, and I think big things are going to happen very, very soon, and we have to be ready to fight against this model. That is the message. We have to do it, guys, because I don't want to see us go like that. I want to see us go like that. But up the Chelsea, up Minerals FC. I'll see you all soon, guys. Respect every single one of you. Keep winning. Stay healthy. All that jazz. Let's go. Right, Pride of London. London is blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go.
Oi, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.